Hey, champions. What's good, my dogs? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your champion is back. Your boy, Pankey IBFLB is back once again. And as you know, man, today is a big day. It's an EPL night. There's a wonderful game that's going to play in how many minutes? In 4 minutes. Burnley versus Leeds versus Burnley. Don't know why my hair is itching. My head is itching. Anyway, my dogs, how are you doing? Are you doing well? Have you eaten? Are you full of energy like your boy Pankey IBFLB? If yes, let's go right into it, man. So, as you know, this game is a home game for Leeds. It's gonna be happening at Elland Road. That's the home stadium for Leeds United. And Leeds is in a good form if you don't know. A minute before I get to. I'm trying to put up a poll. Will Leeds destroy Burnley FC tonight? That's the poll for today. That's the question for the poll. Sorry. So I think it's on air. Yes, it's on air. You can check it in the live chat. Yeah, apart from that, let me share my screen, man. Let me share my screen because I would like to show you. I don't want to talk. I want to show you facts. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear your boy? I'm back, man. I'm having some bad internet. Some bad internet connection, man. Forgive me for that. Hello, Maria Caruana Trapani. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. Maria. Maria is a lady, man. If I'm not wrong, man. Maria, how are you? I'm so sorry, man, for the bad connection, man. I'm so sorry for that. Oh, nice. Welcome to this live stream, man. Welcome. You're most welcomed here. All right. So, like I was saying, man, let me share my screen and put up the live commentary because the game is in 2 minutes already. It's in 2 minutes already. It's in 2 minutes. And I don't want you to miss any bit of it, man. Just like me. It's a game that no single person want to miss it, man.
Playing ball against Tom, and if anything, it's going to be a lot of numbers settling in that midfield. So there's a lot of space out wide for the wing backs to be the team.
Let me share my screen right about now.
His involvement in the FA Cup semi-final at the weekend. Burnley's last match was last midweek, so they've had 10 days.
Where you live? I'm in Kenya, Maria. I'm in Kenya. Let's enjoy the stream together. What about you, Maria? Let me know. Still 0-0.
Given probably the need being the greater for Leeds United, no surprise to see the win probability heavily in their favour early on.
Oh, from Malta. was good in Malta.
Kyle Walker. Slovenian DL composed. And by the Welshman Rodon. Really showing presence back in the side after overcoming the ankle
Was
injury.
good in Malta.
Recent contributions have been from the bench, including in that semi-final last weekend. He's been a big player. I think he would have liked more game time, but Mr. Reliable, whenever he's been called upon from Leeds United.
Big up to everyone who is in the chat.
International colleague,
Big up
Welsh international,
everyone who
Ethan
is
Ampadu.
enjoying this live stream. Today I'm rooting for
You never quite know what
Leeds
to expect
United
against the
to
recently
win.
relegated side, but if recent
Yes,
history
yes,
is
you are the
anything
god.
to go by, Leeds will be
Nice.
absolutely
Big
fine.
up,
This is
man,
the
for
sixth time
saluting
they
your
played.
boy.
The side that's
Pankey
already been
IBFLB,
relegated
man.
towards the end of a Premier
I
League
love
season.
it,
They
man.
won the previous 5 by an aggregate
Go
scoreline
love from Kenya.
18-3.
Maria from Malta. You got love from Kenya, man. Big up. And everyone who is watching
Just
right
keep an eye on Hartman. He said he's playing in a wing-back position. He's coming very central to Mark Stack. So he's making the overload in midfield for Burnley from the wing-back position. They're worried about the numbers of Leeds in there, so he's doing a very good job for his manager there. Strout. This one out of play before James Justin could come forward with it. Okafor is away from Walker. Walker gets back at him, but it's not enough to stop Okafor, who will think he has the corner, but the final touch was a Leeds one, so it'll be a goal kick. Took the mistake there from Burnley. So how quick Okafor was to get it up. Just watch the
Vote.
They're coming back to rectify the mistake. Ekdal, just two-man and Okafor. So straight away, he was very positive Okafor when he got the ball. Decent Walker, the hit of the team. Very impressive. The target man using very strongly there. Josh Laurel, too strongly for the liking of the referee Thomas Bramall, who's given Leeds the free kick.
Leeds, let's go! Oh, Burnley's in a terrible form right now.
It's just following Stack everywhere. Here's Laurel. Now Justin. It's provided by Okafor. Tanaka. Afforded plenty of time to fire it in. Made by Ekdal. And here's Rodon. On by Justin, brought down by Calvert-Lewin, nearly came for Stack. Bogle now. Fleming.
Leeds, we are looking for a goal here.
Threaded through.
A goal!
Well, that's on Stack.
Wonderful.
A glorious swing of that left foot. And inside 8 minutes, Leeds United lead.
What a shot.
Well, that's a big goal for Leeds United. In the 7th minute of the game, we just talked about Hartman doing a job on untapped Stack. Well, just have a look at the amount of space Stack finds himself in. The first touch is absolutely beautiful because what he does, he opens the ball up and he thinks, do you know what it is? I can see Dubravka, he's just cheating a little bit to the far post area. I'm going to try my luck here. And Anton Stack's known for his power from his right foot. But look at the accuracy and the power from his left foot. That's a lovely angle to show that Dubravka, the goalkeeper, had absolutely no chance. That's a big moment. He's back in the starting lineup and he's produced the goods. His 5th goal of this Premier League season. Most of them actually come from free kicks, but that was a fine strike from range with his swinger, if you like. Well, it's a good swinger because that was meant. It was just interesting because, well, I was looking at Hartman's position and thinking, if you're going to do that job centrally on Stack, then Vogel's going to be on the other side. And the moment he switched off and Stack was free, he's caused the damage. Calvert-Lewin, he was fouled by Esteve. Free kick. Anton Stack, you would suspect, will play a fairly central role in this one as well. Yeah, well, Leeds have started the game very well. Every first touch has been in a positive sense going forward again there. This time it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin just getting Esteve. He just wanted a roll and he felt the contact and he realised that it was in a good position for Leeds United. And I'm sure we're not going to see the swinger of Stack this time because it's on his right foot. Well, coming into this, 3 of his 4 Premier League goals had come from free kicks, including that long one against Aston Villa. Stack takes. He's given that one a little bit too much loft.
Stacks. What a man. I'm called Stacks.
We're just going to get another look at the goal there. It's the touch there inside. And what it allows him to do is have a couple of steps before the strike on the ball. And I think he's recognised that Dubravka was just trying to cheat a little bit. It's a lovely finish from Stack. Stack. Jadon Anthony trying to flick it into the tight compartment. Dutch international loses out, and this will make
Leeds are dominating, man.
Reading for Leeds United on to 43 points. We don't know what's going to happen behind them. What we do know is what has happened in the past in the Premier League era, and that is that no side have ever been relegated on 43. West Ham, the outlier, going down on 42. 20 years ago now. Stroud looks long. Ball people underneath that, giving chase. I've seen it from both ends of the relegation. I've been relegated with Sunderland. At Leeds United. It's a hard relegation. It's not over until it's mathematically impossible. You cannot have that mindset to think that your job is done and dusted with the remaining games. The best way to do that is on a Friday night is to get the 3 points and set the goal out to the rest of the other teams. Well, the win here tonight, and the worst thing that can happen to them this weekend is that they're still only 6 points clear, but there are only then 9 to play for. And of course, their next game on Monday week is away at Spurs. They sit currently in the bottom 3, that one relegation place that is yet to be decided. Well, we asked the question, Michael, what sort of reaction are you going to get for Leeds United after the FA Cup semi-final disappointment? They've started in purposeful style. Looking off before that, as if to illustrate.
Leeds are dominating, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man.
Point, absolutely. Well, I think Daniel Fargo will be delighted. We just saw him a moment ago. He'll be delighted with the way his team have come out in the opening 11 minutes of this match. See by the possession and the attempts on target. That's why he thought he was smiling. He knows his team are 1-0 up, but it's the stats across the board that he'd be pleased with. Away by Bion. Stack's header. Stack, Calvert-Lewin. Tried to get there, but Hartman did. games, Justin. His versatility has been very handy as the defensive injuries have piled up in recent weeks. The hamstring felt like Gary Goodmanson in the closing section of the semi-final. Keeps him out tonight. Will most probably keep him out against Spurs as well. I hope at this stage is that he will be able to return for the final couple of games of the season, and of course he's got World Cup plans that he is very keen not to be damaged as his hamstring is at the moment. He's been difficult to get hamstring injuries, but I've had a lot of other things. Shower doing a bit of pressing. Fernando says, leave it to me. It was a nice press by Burnley there. You can see when the Leeds were packed in this corner, they're sending numbers forward. They're not scared to go as a unit. But I just think that monster has caused so many problems for Hartman. He's constantly having to scan. He's communicating with Humphreys. And they're really struggling because they've got a 3v2 on that far side. Leeds United advantage. Tanaka. Stack urged to shoot by the Elland Road crowd. And a free kick to Burnley. That Anton Stack goal is the 69th that has been conceded by Burnley this season. The defence that conceded 16 goals in 46 championship games last season has been found wanting and then some in this league. It's the worst bar none.
Dennis Kimeu.
It's one of the many issues that they have had.
Wagwan.
After the relegation was confirmed,
Let me share it on your screen, man.
Departure was talking about Burnley's big issue being a failure to overachieve.
A player by the name Touch scored. I think I see on your screens. Touch scored for Leeds at the 8th minute of the match.
Again, another mistake from Burnley trying to play out. See Stack there, just steal it off Humphreys. I thought he was going to unleash another shot, but unselfishly saw the captain do, and then Tanaka. I mean, that was very ambitious. It was never sitting right to take that on the half volley there. It was always going to go skywards. So in October, when Leeds lost to Burnley, there was 1 point in between them. Now 20 points in between them. As it stands, 23 with the scoreline. It's like this by the time we're finished here this evening. Prowse, Shower, back by Ampadu.
Leeds, we need another goal, man. We need more than 3 goals in this match.
Really losing out. Jaden Anthony is onto it. Or Prowse wants it. Tanaka redeems himself. Calvert-Lewin.
Nice, let's go. Nice pass. Okafor.
It was a mistake at the other end of the field this time. Leeds United playing up. Tanaka just has a little bit of a slip there. But what he does, he doesn't switch off.
Burnley might score.
Burnley
might score, my good people. It's just a matter of time.
That was that Burnley press high up the field there, Bill. Just forcing the mistake from Tanaka. They're pretty good at the back recently. 3 clean sheets in their last 5 Premier League games. Just recently here in the win against Wolves, it's an impressive, very handy 5-game unbeaten run. Burnley just one win in 25, and that was away at Crystal Palace in February. They haven't won in 8 games since then. They've had that sinking feeling for a while. It's just been a very, very tough season to try and stay in games. We've seen them at certain points. It was just after the international break, home game against Chelsea. They played so well, Burnley, in the first half. They created lots of chances, but just weren't clinical. And then Chelsea offered nothing. Neto got the goal at either end of the field from one chance, and you can just see the life was sucked out of Burnley in that instance. And they just haven't stayed in games long enough this season, or they've conceded silly goals. Just looked deflated. It's a combination of things, not putting in chances at one end of the pitch and mistakes at the other. So many seemingly fairly tight decisions go against them. You think of the one against Brighton, where there were some very tight VAR calls, which on another day have gone another way. Walker. Justin.
Okafor.
Struck.
Big up to everyone who is in the chat. Big up, big up, big up.
See there now that back line of Burnley. Hobman has gone and played and tucked in alongside Humphreys because they couldn't get that communication right.
All wise tonight.
Humphreys the man that's having to come out of that position. It looks much better in that situation.
My boy, it's the B, man.
Bogle now. What Leeds are doing so well. Okafor and Bogle are making the pitch as wide as possible for Leeds, which is opening up the space centrally.
Leeds must win tonight.
On the ball.
More than 1 goal, maybe 3 goals. It will be a good thing, man. Big up to my boy. Can see you are in the building. Love it.
It's testament to the way that Daniel Farke has got them going. Tanaka, who stepped up positionally in the Germans' absence.
Big up, big up.
Rodon.
Oh. Come on, referee.
2 nibbles and eventually comes away with it.
This referee, man. That should be a foul.
Before the game, I said I was a big fan of his. Done himself no harm. Got the teams looking at him because of what he's produced when he's had the opportunities. But the service up to him once again there from Anthony. He's just feeding off scraps. He needs something into his feet or something delivered from a wide area. Danny Ings, Sam Burks, Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes are the only 4 players during Burnley's Premier League era to hit double figures of Premier League goals. One more would do that for the Dutchman, Zian Fleming. Ekdal underneath it, but Stack onto it with ambition.
Let's go!
Nearly. Stack, wide.
No way.
He has got a corner.
Girona to win also. Oh, okay.
Seems to be everywhere at this moment in time, Stack. See Ekdal there. He wins the header.
Let's wait and see, man. Let's wait and see. I hope you'll give us updates.
There's a big block there inside the area.
From the sides of Girona versus Mallorca, if I'm not wrong. Don't forget to give us the updates, my boy.
Ekdal got his head to it. Pretty effective Leeds this season at scoring from set pieces, so that's something that...
Set pieces are not only for Arsenal, man. Any team can score.
Burnley will need to be well aware of.
Vote in the live chat. Also hit that subscribe button, man.
Tanaka. Strauk. Tanaka. Rodon. tough job in there for Ward Prowse and Lauren, the two midfielders of Burnley, because Fleming's coming back to try and help them out. But there's a 3v2 with Tanaka, Ampadu and Stack, and they look lost, the two in there. They're looking for help from either centre half or the players. By Justin, Calvert-Lewin might arrive in time to get across to Bravka.
My boy A to the B will be bringing you the updates from the Girona versus Mallorca match. Boasty me, boasty. Get lock in, man, lock in. You'll get everything in this channel, man. Lock in, man. Don't sign off. Boasty me, boasty. Let's go.
It's not a department so far as we pass the halfway point of the first half, in which Leeds United are not on top.
Mina play Pankey. Alright.
Just that fine strike from range from Anton Stack that separates the sides. Stroke. Prowse. Ekdal. Just beat the challenge. Laurent gives it away. It'll trickle back for a goal kick. Distinctly uncomfortable to Burnley. The questions being asked of them by Daniel Farke's side. Yeah, they are. They're being asked without the ball.
Very nice.
I said that numerical advantage for Leeds in the midfield. I do feel for the two midfielders of Burnley. Daniel Farke will not be caring about that because he knows his team have got that game plan. They're working it really well. Like you say, when Burnley have got the ball, they're just running out of ideas as well.
Big up. Big up to everyone who is in the chat, man. Hope you're enjoying. Don't forget to vote in the live chat and hit the subscribe button, man. Big up to everyone.
Now the Swedish international back to Dubravka.
Boss to me, boss.
Bashir Humphreys.
Let's enjoy, man.
There's always going to be a tall order for Burnley to come here and win, not just given their form. Not many do. Arsenal, Manchester City, Villa, Spurs and Sunderland are the five who have come to Elland Road and won in the league this season. Both those recent defeats against Manchester City, who really had to work for it. They won 1-0, and then Sunderland were pretty fortunate to come away with a 1-0 victory. Here's Bogle now for Leeds as they seek a second. Stack. Glides beyond two. Tanaka. Chua trying to bring it out, but he's tagged by Strauken.
Thank you, referee.
For the Clarets, suggested the yellow card as well. Strauken was trying to plead that he didn't do anything, but you just see that Chua clearly cleared the ball away.
Strojek. Can I call him Strojek?
He felt that Justin was behind him covering, but I think he got that one spot on there, Thomas Bramall.
Yellow card for Leeds player.
Strike, one of the old guard, one of the longest serving players here, approaching now 200 appearances for Leeds United.
Leeds, we need another goal. We need more goals. Come on.
Humphreys. Esteve. Walker. Chowner. A little bit of space in which to work
Burnley,
for the
they
first
want to
time
score.
tonight. Chowner. Tanaka so industrious and effective on this occasion.
Nice.
Having done some decent work.
Burnley might score, guys.
Flag, so it'll be a Leeds throw.
Burnley might score.
Just some of Burnley season. Chandler there, he's through. Fleming's looking for the cross in the middle. He's making some good movement, and you've got to deliver the ball. You must put it in there. You're trying to beat a player when there's no need to beat a player. See there the pass accuracy. Leeds United, I think that's testament to the possession stats that we saw before, all in favour.
Burnley might score, guys. Burnley might score.
And also, when Burnley are in possession,
let's wait and see.
They're not finding the numbers.
Make sure to vote.
Just
Make sure to
get
vote.
a bit of possession, settle this game down, gain a bit of confidence. Well, that's one commodity.
What's happening with my
It's been in very short supply in the Lancashire Hills around Turf Moor this season.
Don't like it when my audio commentary is not behaving.
Anthony.
I don't like it when my audio commentary is misbehaving. But we are back.
Chowner. 15 first half minutes remain. And I guess, Michael, the only concern here for Leeds United is the fact that they've only got one goal. Esteve trying to force the issue.
Burnley, they want to score.
Pushed into the back of Rodon. Like you said, all the dominance built for Leeds United, the possession stats and everything. As long as there's that 1-0, Burnley are always going to be in this game. Leeds United will be looking for the 2-goal cushion. See there, making the notes for the half-time. Jackson scribbling away. Well, it's not the first time he's been asked to step up towards the end of a season where Burnley have been relegated or threatened with relegation. 2022, when Sean Dyche was relieved of his duties with 8 games to go. Had a bit of a bounce then, took 9 points from the first 12, but they still ended up being relegated, went down on the final day, as Leeds United so memorably survived Brentford. Rafinha, the star of the show there. Flips it forward to no one.
Walker must be regretting, man.
Well, since his original spell, where he'd stepped up from the under-23s, he has been in and around the first team coaching picture. He's familiar with these players. I don't know if you heard his interview before the game. He'd become very close friends with Scott Parker, put in a difficult situation in taking over. The game just under 48 hours away. Bogle, Calvert-Lewin, Bashir Humphreys, Ward-Prowse. Burnley look for a way out and find it with Hartman. He looks for Chowner. Rodon Typically defiant as he slid in, but there's still opportunity here for the Clarets. Dutchman Hartman. Bashir Humphreys. Chowner picks himself up on the halfway line. Ward-Prowse. This is Anthony.
Anthony.
Jason Anthony, who's certainly got the capacity to make things happen. This is this man, Ward-Prowse. To Walker. This is Burnley's most menacing spell thus far. Ward-Prowse. Well, it was a nice bit of possession. They kept the ball, Burnley, and they kept it in the attacking third of Leeds United. But again, there was 3 or 4 opportunities there on the far side before Ward-Prowse had that cross. They've got to put the ball in the box. And that's enough for Bashir Humphreys. Into the book he goes. He's had a few of these. Well, I think it's just frustration because Stack has been roaming in that attacking midfield area and he's been frustrating Hartman and Humphreys so much, and I just think that was a little bit of I'm here, I'm marking you now, and I'm happy to take one for the team just to let you know. Statistic will back up the fact that Burnley have enjoyed their best spell of the contest so far. Still haven't been able to test Carl Darlow in any shape or form. Justin. Prowse. A little too eagerly by Ampadu. Humphreys. Now Jayden Bogle for Leeds. Walker. Chowner. All a bit clunky from Burnley. And Leeds get the throw. The yellow card, 2 balls thrown onto the pitch. Needless one for Chowner. A sort of caution that you quite often see punished later on for a slack challenge. Well, there's no need for it really, is there? Chowner there, just really annoyed at the linesman for not giving it their way. I mean, that even frustrates me, and I'm not the manager of the team. Justin. Calvert-Lewin.
Let's go.
Ampadu. An Okafor. Still got Carl Walker to get past. Floated in. Calvert-Lewin went up a little early. Might come for Justin. And it pops up kindly for Martin Dubravka. Well, I think that passage of play just sums up the difference between both teams in an attacking sense when they're in possession. It was crisp passing. It was confident going forward. And as soon as they got the opportunity to cross the ball into a dangerous area, they didn't disappoint Leeds United. And I think that passage of play there just sums up what we haven't seen from Burnley in this first half, as opposed to Leeds United, who were so on the front foot. Tanaka, Hungria, and Anthony. Leeds, who scored inside the first 8 minutes of this first half, were now inside the last 7. That's added time. Tanaka's pulled into this left hand centre half roll. Strauss gone centre, and James Justin just gone roaming forward, so it's another problem for Lauren to try and deal with. He's scanning over his shoulder.
Leeds are dominating ball possession.
Carvalho in leaps above a Stev. Humphreys, this is their first time. Bogle. Now Stack. Humphreys slides in. Leeds United corner.
Come on.
Plenty of physicality in this Leeds United side. Stack. By Ward-Prowse. Convincing but effective. Tanaka back in. There's Ampadu. Rodon seems to have taken the legs of Jayden Anthony away, and into the book he goes. Be disappointed at himself, Joe Rodon there. And again, just like we saw Pascal Stroud do, Chowner got the break, he's done exactly the same. Well, this is the delivery from Stack. It's into a dangerous area again. Just see, there was a few hands went up from the Leeds United players to suggest a penalty. As you can clearly see, there was no way that could be given. The VAR, Timothy Wood, had a quick look at that and quickly cleared it. But it's 2 apiece now in terms of bookings. Rodon and Stroud for Leeds, Chowner and Humphreys for Burnley. Gabby Goodmanson forced into a watching brief, but we can reflect on what an excellent signing he has been for the club since his arrival last summer. Yeah, he certainly has. Defensive, first and foremost, but coming up with the assists and the goals as well. That's another thing between the two teams this season, the newly promoted teams. Leeds have been able to share the goals around a lot, so it hasn't just relied on one man. The Burnley captain, Kyle Walker, into the heart of the Leeds defence. Stev's touch, but the clearance is from Stack. Unsure of what was around him, it seems a little shaken by the presence of Tanaka. It wasn't nervy defending, it gave a very good impression of being nervy from Kadishi Hartman. It made me nervous. Laurent, that's enough. We're trying to play it forward, and back he goes to his goalkeeper.
I hate back passes, man. Let's go forward.
I just want to highlight Anton Stack back in the start. We've seen his goal, but his touch map, he's been absolutely everywhere for Leeds United, and that was the problem. He was given Humphreys and Hartman. Nobody knew how to pick him up or where to go, and he's taken players into areas they didn't want to be. And when they didn't follow him, Bill, he produced a wonderful goal, just being blown away by his first half performance. Strong Stack stats. Very nice.
Start your Stack.
Well, it is a half that has almost exclusively belonged to Leeds United. Possession, chances, and Mike Jackson's side yet to trouble Carl Darlow in the Leeds United goal. Tanaka. Any word that there's going to be one added minute at the end of this first half. Stroke. Afforded any space by Bogle. Will find Stack. Tanaka. Right man on, but didn't need it, and Fleming brings it forward for Burnley. So lots for Chowner to do. But the young Frenchman is onto it. Chowner, Fleming, got in the way of Jadon Anthony.
Fleming.
Well, that's as good as Burnley have created, and they ended up in a bit of a muddle. It was because the ball from Fleming into Chowner gave him a lot to do, but he knew he was up against Pascal Stroke, who was on a yellow card. Chowner did everything right. He attacked him. Puts his foot through it. It goes behind. And he's frustrated because he was very positive. One-on-one, Pascal can't touch him inside the penalty area, and as that cross comes in, just don't think Anthony shouted enough or give a bigger call, because you can clearly see Fleming has actually done the defender's job for him by putting Anthony off with raising the boot. See the frustration on Mike Jackson's face, but he knows just before half time how important that would have been. That had been on target or gone in the back of the net. So here we go to one added minute. New touch from Okafor. Justin. Justin. Straight out to Bravka. Well, it's the wing back. Justin, I said he'd been roaming and floating around and causing problems. They've had some great rotations, Leeds United. Just another moment there. He tested the goalkeeper, Dubravka. It's over by Anton Stack.
Left time, that's all for the
first half from Leeds United. Just the one goal in it. The home side, and Anton Stack's fine, long-range, right-footed drive on 8 minutes is all that separates the sides. They've had chances since then, but Burnley still just about in this, although Leeds United on course to go 9 points clear of the drop zone at half-time, leading Burnley by 1-0.
Half time, guys. Beautiful first half, man. What a beautiful first half. Big up to everyone who is in the building right now. I hope you've enjoyed the first half. The first goal was scored a bit early at the 8th minute by Stark. I don't know why they are calling him Stark. I think the name should be, pronounced as Starch. Anyway, let me respect someone's name. So Stark scored at the 8th minute, giving Leeds an early lead that they have held till this halftime, man. But they have missed a lot of chances, man, if you ask me. Leeds United, they have missed a lot of chances. Also Burnley, they are also cooking. To be honest, Burnley, they are also cooking something. If you are watching right now and you haven't voted, man, you are doing yourself something wrong, man. Get to the live chat. Please take a second, get to the live chat. There's a poll that I created at the early of this, this live stream. The question for the poll is, will Leeds destroy Burnley FC tonight? So please Get to the live chat, vote yes or no. I would like to know which team you are supporting tonight. For me today, I'm supporting Leeds. I can see 83% of people who have voted are supporting Leeds United. Beautiful, man. I see now today we are many. We are many in the building. Also, I want to big up uh, Maria Caruana Trapani. I think she's a lady from Malta, man. Big up wherever you are, man. You're the first. You're the first viewer who came early on this stream, man. Big up wherever you are, man. From big up from Malta. If you are from Malta, man, big up for joining this stream. Also, Dennis Kimeu. This name I'm familiar with the name. Think is a Kenyan. Dennis Kimeu, man, wherever you are, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Also, my boy A to the B. I don't know why you haven't brought the updates from the Girona versus Mallorca game, man. What's happening? You disappeared. This my G. My G is so I don't know. It's always disrupted with things, man. So if you're watching, keep on voting. I can see 7 votes at the moment. Yes at 86%. No at 14%. Big up. Also hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let's rock, man. Let's build a big community here on this channel, man. That's the goal. That's the goal. A football community, get to enjoy football every single day. All right. You don't want to miss this experience, my dads, whoever is watching. If you have subscribed, that's good for you, man, because you're going to be enjoying a lot. Also, you can be a member for only $0.69. You get to enjoy a lot of membership perks on this channel. I've not yet created a video or done a live stream for members only, but I assure you, I'm working on that. I'm gonna be doing some members only videos, live streams. So you better join this channel and be a member for only $0.69. You'll get to enjoy unlimited experience in this channel, man. All right. Yeah. Back now to the match analysis. The first half, there have been, some terrible tackles that has led to 4 yellow cards. 4 yellow cards have been awarded. 2 for Leeds United players and 2 for Burnley. You can see the game, there's a bit of drama in the match. Players are playing a rough, can I say, a rough game while defending, something like that. Yeah, but I think it's automatic. Burnley is going home. It's being relegated, not going home. You, you know, I'm used to saying going home. All I mean is Burnley is now evident that they are gonna be relegated because they are in a poor, poor, poor form, man. Their current form is poor. Look at this. Look, you can see on your screens. Burnley FC in their previous 5 matches, they've lost 4 of the matches and 1 draw. That's very poor, if you ask me. Very, very poor. So even today, I'm not rooting for them to win because they are not that. They're not playing a good match for them to be supported. I can't support you when you have nothing to be supported. Okay, I can't support you when you have nothing to support. Nothing. You're playing a rough game, getting yellows. You have been losing. You are not, improving much, much by much. You are deteriorating in form. I don't know, man. Burnley is in a mess, man. I hope when they get to the championship, they're gonna pull up their socks and win because Burnley. Anyway, I know there's a player by the name Walker. I can see Walker right now is not happy, man. You can imagine Walker was playing for Manchester City, the team that is competing for the title at the moment, and now he's playing for Burnley FC, at a football club that is gonna be relegated any minute from now. You can see, you can tell how devastated that guy is, man. I know he's enjoying the salary, the money is being paid, but to be honest, he's not happy. Yeah, yes, there's money, but your team is not performing. Will you be happy? No way. So I hope Burnley are gonna pull up their socks when they are playing for the champ. They are playing in the championship because at the moment is a terrible. They are playing a terrible match, man. At the moment, if I'm gonna be honest, for Leeds, yeah, at least they are trying. Beautiful game. Their form is they are above average because when you can, as you can see on your screens, on the lead side, Leeds United in their previous 5 matches, you can see they've won 3 matches, one loss and one draw. That's good, man. That's good. That's good. Above average, if you ask me, or let me say average. All right. Yeah, but I'm expecting Leeds to score more goals in the second half. I'm expecting Calvert Lewin. I don't know why he's not scoring nowadays. But anyway, let's wait and see. So if you're watching, man, let me remind you for I don't know for this. Let me remind you, whoever is watching right now, please get to the live chat. There's a poll that I created 1 hour ago. I think it's 59 minutes ago. The question for the poll is: will Leeds destroy Burnley FC tonight? Please cast your vote. Please, please, please. I want to know which team you're supporting. Also, subscribe and don't forget to be a member. All right, that's all. How many minutes remaining? Less than 4 minutes to go. Less than 4 minutes to go. Don't know where my guy is. My boy A to the B. I don't know where my boy A to the B is. He promised to give us updates from the Girona versus Mallorca game. The guy just vanished. I can't see him in the chat, man. But anytime he pops, I'll let him know, man. He has disappointed us, man. Right? So grab something, drink, energize yourself because the second half is gonna start in less than three minutes from now. You don't wanna miss. All right, let's go. Energize, grab some popcorn. The second half is gonna start in less than 3 minutes, less than even 2 minutes. Don't know why. Because 10 minutes, because after time, the after minutes, they always give, is it 10 to 50, 10 to 12 minutes? 10 to 12 minutes before they get back. Prepare, buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. The second half is gonna start in less than 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes, you get to the 2 minutes, you get to the second half, man. Two minutes from now, we get to the second half, man. Re-energize. I can see. Keep on voting. Drop your vote. Drop your vote. Drop your votes, man. Also, don't forget to subscribe, man. I'm just waiting to see goals. Yes, I can see players are coming out.
So the Burnley players prepare to make their way out here at Elland Road for the second half. The biggest positive, I guess, that they can take from the 45 minutes we've just seen is that they are only one down. 8 games since they last prepared a situation such as this. That was at Stamford Bridge. The thinking's generally been pretty slim. The concern is that 13 times already this season they have failed to score. And in truth, Michael, they haven't really looked like scoring here at Elland Road so far this evening.
No, they haven't been allowed to get the ball down and get in areas of the field, Burnley, where they were going to be able to hurt Leeds. We saw one moment just before half-time when Chowner got down the wing, crossed the ball in, and Anthony and Fleming got in each other's way. Apart from that, it's just been a really good performance in an aggressive attacking sense and also in a defensive sense, because Leeds have been first to the ball when they've won the seconds as well. And I just looked down at Mike Jackson. He was trying to get his team fired up, but they just didn't seem to show too much. So they've got to try and rectify that, because if Leeds come out with the same intent, and see a couple more past them here.
Well, they started that first half with such purpose, with such endeavour.
Second half is here. Let's rock together, man.
Similar start here, and
Vote
it might be too
and
hot
hit
a
the subscribe
situation
button.
for Burnley to
Let's
have,
go.
but we shall see. No half-time changes to tell you about at Elland Road. It's as you were in that respect. Burnley momentarily will get us off and underway here. Back they go to Dubravka. Long roll onto it. This is Okafor. Lifts it straight toward Prowse. And it took plenty of notes in the first half, did the caretaker manager for Burnley, Mike Jackson. Let's see what he can put into practice. Bashir Humphreys, one of 4 players booked in that first half. 2 apiece. Chowner and Humphreys for Burnley, Rodon and Strauch for the home side. Walker at the age of 35, making his 500th appearance in English League football. Another dozen or so that he made out in Serie A on loan from Manchester City, AC Milan last season. What a servant he has been. Plenty of silverware to show. Let's see what sort of reaction Mike Jackson can get from his side in this second period. Laurent, Fleming, Ward-Prowse, Chowner, Jadon Anthony and Fleming both busting a gut to get there. Hartman. And now Ward-Prowse. That'll loop in kindly fashion into the arms of Carvalho, who's forced to do any sort of saving for the first time this evening.
It was a positive start in the second half. Off from Burnley, just see there, it was a deflection off Tanaka that made it nice and easy for Darlow. But positives for Burnley, because Chowner got in down that right-hand side. What Burnley did, they got numbers forward in support.
Well, for most of the evening so far, it hasn't really felt like there's an awful lot riding on it, but of course it is a really important night for Daniel Farke. Anything but a win just leaves the door slightly ajar for the other relegation rivals to make up some ground. Still 3 games and 12 points to play for after tonight.
Well, he would have been really proud of his players because the performance, like I said, winning the first balls, winning the seconds, and getting the opportunities. I think the only thing he'd be disappointed with, Bill, is that his team went 2-0 up. And at 1-0, it's always a vulnerable moment.
Third Leeds yellow card and the first of this second half comes for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Don't have too many complaints about that, although that won't stop him having a word with Thomas Bremmel. Now clips it on, seeking Chowner.
There's the change in that midfield. Because it's Ward-Prowse, I said him and Lauren were getting really outnumbered by the Leeds midfield. Anthony has just gone into that central position away from his wide area just to make sure that Ampadu doesn't get the ball. So that's how they're going to try and do it rather than using Hartman or Humphreys.
Rodon snuffed out the threat of Anthony there very well indeed. Biol, Calvert-Lewin towered above Esteve. I'm sure that more than a few Leeds fans will have cast their mind back to February when they led in a match at half-time courtesy of an Anton Stack goal. That was at Villa Park. He failed to hold on. Tammy Abraham's late equaliser. That one finished 1-1. I want history to repeat itself here. And here is Stack, taken away from him by Ward-Prowse. Busily got in front of the German. Strouk. Okafor. It's a good battle over there. Just thinking the same thing. Rodon. Bogle. Rodon. Stack. Corner.
That was nice and patient build up there from Leeds United. I think if Burnley aren't going to go and press, what you saw, the right side centre half and Joe Rodon, he's happy to drive the ball out, get himself involved in a forward bit of play. And the man that highlighted Stack, more touches inside the attacking third for Leeds United.
Rodon, who helped win this corner, has scored a couple of goals from corners. Steph got enough on that one. Here's Okafor. Tanaka. Strouk is there, but so too Hartman for Burnley. Up goes Justin. Fleming away. Anton Stack on his right this time. Esteve down. Still Leeds come. Chance for Kyle Walker to get it away. Ward-Prowse, clever pass to pick him out. Josh Laurel. Full touch on Bashir Humphreys, and this is Calvert-Lewin all alone at the moment. Arriving in the form of Bogle.
Nice, let's go.
Bogle, Okafor. Absolutely fabulous from Leeds United.
Okafor.
A glorious goal to give them a cushion.
Okafor scores the second, man.
Noah Okafor's 8th of the season. Leeds United 2, Burnley 0. Well, it's a big goal in this game for Leeds United. It's a big goal for Okafor, and it's a big goal in Leeds United's season. I've got to say, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the way he pounced on this, he's been so positive. He realised that he was getting into an alleyway. And just have a look at the support and run from Bogle. It's marvellous play from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the back heel. And then the quality of Bogle to look for another supporting runner and be able to pick him out. He has a little glance and he thinks, if I can just get this onto an option for Okafor to take it first time, the form that this man has been in over the recent weeks, he's going to find the back of the net. And that's exactly what he does. It's a marvellous finish into the side net.
Let's wait for the third one.
Parker knows that is a huge, huge moment in the season. Well, that just might be the goal from Noah Okafor that seals the deal for another season of Premier League football for Leeds United.
Leeds. They're not going to be relegated.
He's come up with some big goals in the recent matches.
Okafor.
Burnley made a change while these celebrations were ongoing for the home side, and Hannibal is back from his spell on the sidelines, hasn't appeared since March. The defeat against Fulham when he picked up a knock, but the former Manchester United man is on and Josh Laurent is off. Bogle did that well, as there was Hartman in close attendance.
Feel what it's done to the Elland Road atmosphere, Bill. It's gone up to a new level. I think there was a bit of unease at 1-0.
Yeah, Burnley hadn't started this second half badly. They were looking much more confident than they had in large swathes of the first. Got a goal dripping in quality. The run of Calvert-Lewin, then the back heel, the cross of Bogle, and then the finish from Okafor.
It was marvellous centre-forward play. Once he realised he couldn't take on Esther, he decided that he would try and hold the play over. It was just such intelligent forward play from Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
One to do. Great length from that one. Okafor. Finding Tanaka. Tanaka!
Another one!
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Leeds are
Calvert-Lewin.
pulling over the hill and far away.
Third one.
Well, he played a huge role in the second goal, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And he's bagged himself the third.
Calvert-Lewin.
Dubravka may need treatment, but this game is almost certainly won.
3 goals to nil.
Well, the amount of bodies in there for Leeds United. What Okafor does so well, he just recycles the ball. And Tanaka recognised the moment. He thought, you know what it is, I can take a touch on my feet. If I can get this on target and test Dubravka, we've got enough numbers for Leeds United inside that central area. It's exactly what he does, and he causes mayhem in there. Get a good angle from Dubravka, the goalkeeper here. He makes a good save, but if you're not going to parry that into a wide area, you always have the problem when you've got attacking players coming in on top of you. And it's a big goal, and he deserved it, to be fair, for his hold-up play. I think he's had a marvellous game aerially, and I think that's job done for Leeds United.
On the 30,000 or so of the Leeds United persuasion packed inside Elland Road tonight, I think that's enough. We are staying up, is the chant around the home section. 9 points clear of Spurs with 12 points left to play for. That's the lie of the land. And it's worth reiterating the point we made earlier, Michael. No one in the history of the Premier League in the 38-game season has gone down on 43 points.
Well, I think that's why you could tell the relief on the bench, because I saw Daniel Farker and his staff
down below us, Bill. They were celebrating. It was almost like they knew after that goal went in what it meant. And they obviously know that stat you're on about.
Parag Murat, the president of 49ers Enterprises, the owners of Leeds United, mightily relieved. That is mission accomplished for Leeds. 9 points clear of Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs, West Ham, Forest, and look at Newcastle dragged into it as well. Newcastle at home to Brighton are in good form tomorrow.
Ooh. Newcastle, West Ham are gonna be competing. Who's gonna go? And Spurs.
They know that as it stands, the job is as good as done.
Big up to Leeds, man. The job is done.
Well, let's have another look at the contact on Dubravka. It came in the action of scoring the goal from Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, I think it's the collision there with Biol. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you'll see, he's the one that gets the touch here, but there's no contact with Dubravka. And I think it's the landing leg here that catches him and his own player. It's good to see that he's back up and about and able to continue in the game.
Hannibal strikes it forward, seeking Chowner. But how about this atmosphere here at Elland Road? The cork has come out of the champagne bottle.
I said you could feel the tension at 1-0. There was an air of unease around the ground, but when it went to 2, and obviously now it's 3-0, well, like you say, Bill, the celebrations have started. And on the long weekend, I would imagine this will continue all over the weekend and into Monday, will the Leeds United fans.
Calvert-Lewin, stride for stride with Esteve. Goes Biol. Vogel.
Tell you what, the other thing it does, Bill, for Dominic Calvert-Lewin is it keeps his World Cup dreams alive and assists another goal.
And it takes him on to 12 Premier League goals for the season. In his last 6 single competitions, there have been no run of penalties. He's back at it from open play again, the poacher's finish, and brilliant bit of build-up play.
I had the pleasure of having a chat with him midweek, and he talked about, he looked at all his training regimes with the staff, he looked at his diet, his nutrition, and he talked about still potentially hoping that there was a call-up coming for that World Cup squad. It was very, very interesting man, and I was blown away by what he had to say.
He's a fascinating character, isn't he? And he's having his best season for many a year since the days of Carlo Ancelotti at Goodison Park. The last time he hit similar numbers, and the last time he was able to play as much football regularly during a season. This is 9th successive Premier League start, his 27th overall. Whatever he's doing, it's working, Michael. Here's Strauch. Esteve. Ampadu. Half an hour to play. This could be anything Leeds United wanted to be, you feel? Sure Dubravka is going to be able to carry on here. The German goalkeeper Max Weiss is going to come on. He's certainly stripped and ready for action, this Weiss. Calvert-Lewin, fed by Justin. Three of white shirts in and around the box, one of them Bogle. Lucas Mecha, ready to join the party for Leeds. Dubravka's signal he wants to try and continue, so they're going to hold off on that change, but there are still going to be a couple more switches made by Mike Jackson for Burnley when he gets the opportunity. Florentino, the young Portuguese, is going to come on. And before Stack comes forward, inviting looking ball towards Calvert-Lewin. Here's Ampadu now. Stack. Okafor is across there. Oh! Kyle Walker's header looped concerningly close to his own goal.
And Walker wants to score.
See here, Stack just with the outside slice there to cross. Kyle Walker didn't know where Okafor was. He's just trying to get something on it back to his goalkeeper.
Well, he's played just over an hour and he's scored a goal. He was a big doubt for this game, but he has made a big impact within it. All-important second goal. He's done his job, and on comes Lucas Mecha. James Ward-Prowse making his way to this near side. The obvious replacement for him would be Florentino, who's on loan from Benfica. There he is, the number 16. Lucas Pires is also on. Strap got there and directs his header wide. So Lucas Pires sent on to replace Kalinchi Hartman. It's a like-for-like swap down the left side of defence.
Come in this wing-back position, left-hand side. Florentino alongside Hannibal in that midfield.
Sunday evening, Tottenham Hotspur go to Aston Villa. We were in between the Europa League semi-final. Losing last night, their first leg at Nottingham Forest, so they've got work to do. Their mind may be on other things. They're sitting pretty comfortably in the top 5 at the moment. West Ham United in action tomorrow against Brentford.
It's going to be a fascinating finish to this season at both ends of the table.
Here's Hannibal. Lucas Pires. By Peel. Back with Hannibal. Pires. Jadon Anthony. And Walker. Punch from Schauner. Pires. Fleming. Burnley have pulled one back. No, they haven't. The flag is up.
Offside. Nice. Burnley have scored, but it's an offside, man.
Well, Darlow
Is
couldn't
it an
keep it out.
offside?
It was a fairly fiercely hit low drive
No, it's not an offside,
that came
man.
in from Bashir Humphreys.
I think he's onside, you know.
It's
I
onside.
thought the build-up play from Burnley was very impressive. It's the first time I've seen them keep the ball and, pass with a purpose, in a sense where it was breaking lines and they were doing something with it.
It's onside, man.
And it's Lucas Perez who's the focus of this particular inquiry.
Well, from that angle now, I'm suggesting that it is offside, Bill. But it was Humphreys. He does everything right, because what he does, he went low and hard, back across goal, and he forces Darlow to make the save.
It's
So
onside.
it's going to be the foot in line with the shoulder.
It's onside. Come on. Burnley are gonna get a goal here.
The defender is clearly the point that is of most significant interest here.
Look at the foot of the Leeds player.
Part of Lucas Perez.
I'm saying goal, Bill.
That's a goal. Come on.
I think because the official on the far side's put it up, because Perez is more in line of sight of the official on the far side.
Well, you saw Jared Gillett and Timothy Wood in the VAR hub, and the on-field decision of offside is confirmed.
Well, credit to the official on the far side, because that's laser eyes.
Offside. Offside.
They've had a few of those close calls, haven't they, over recent weeks, recent months, in fact. Burnley.
Don't know why my
Another one goes
score.
against them by a fairly fine margin.
I love it or hate it, it's there for a reason.
Yep. It's not incorrect, but so often it has been the finest of margins that have led to the difference between success and failure. Winning matches for Burnley, falling short in so many other areas throughout the season. It's Florentino. And this is Ekdal. And we have a quarter of this contest remaining. Leeds' 3-goal cushion remains intact. And it was the 2 goals from Okafor and Calvert-Lewin in the space of 4 second-half minutes that took this game away from Burnley.
Well, Leeds have just been clinical. The forward thinking, the positivity in front of the home fans. Well, I've got to say, Florentino and Hannibal, since they've come on in that midfield, there's been a lot more movement and a lot more touches, and it's been a lot more positive for Burnley. I know they're 3-0 down, but the change in the 2 midfielders made such an impact and a difference.
Brendan Harrison's getting a briefing from Daniel Farker. Here's Schauner. Schauner!
It's a
This
goal.
time Burnley have scored.
3-1.
It's a long way back for them, but they've
It
taken
could
the
have been
first step.
3-2, man.
And as he did at Turf Moor, Lund Schauner has scored against Leeds.
Well, again, it was a forward pass I talked about when Burnley try and break lines. You saw that they dissected the midfield there, Leeds United. And once Chauner was one-on-one with Pascal Struijk, who was on a yellow card, you always have the advantage as the attacking player. You can see Chauner there, he gets a little bit of luck with the bubble, but there's nothing lucky about the finish, because it's clinical and it struck so well. Right into the far corner past Darlow. And that's 2 big moments for Burnley. They've missed one with the VAR decision, but they've got the goal.
Brendan Harrison sent on for Anton Stack. Another who started the match, who's made a huge contribution. He set Leeds on the way with his goal in 8 minutes. Back in the starting lineup, back amongst the goals. Tanaka, replaced by the hero of the piece last time out in the Premier League 10 days ago on the south coast. And he got that late equaliser to snatch a point at Bournemouth.
I just think that Daniel Farker and his staff there recognise, Bill, that the new midfield in Florentino and Hannibal, there's a lot of legs and energy in there, and maybe Stack Just run his goals in there with Tanaka, so the fresh legs in Aronson and Longstaff will just try and match Hannibal and Florentino.
It's now 3-1.
Lucas Pires. Two more changes in the wings for Burnley. Let's see Armando Broja down there, the Albanian striker. And for the first time since August 2024, Burnley fans are going to see the Swiss international Zeki Amdouni out on the field. After that last relegation in 2024, he went out on loan to Benfica, and then in pre-season, ahead of this Premier League campaign, he ruptured his ACL. He's been on the road to recovery, and here he is.
An update coming in. Mallorca are leading 1-0, 70 minutes right now. Oh my goodness. Girona. Today is not your good day, man. Big up for the update, my boy.
Walker and Burnley up and running here. Aronson. Bogle. Beyond Humphreys. In Mecha. Well, Mecha and Calvert-Lewin appeared to get in each other's way there. Anthony showed too much of that to Beale. Well, this is as awkward a spell as Leeds United have had to weather in the contest so far.
Yeah, because you can see there's more of an intent of a press from Burnley here. Like I said, just the two midfielders have given them a lot more balance in there. And Hannibal, Florentino. That's why I think the changes came from Leeds. They've recognised that, but it's a good spell for the travelling fans from Burnley.
Hannibal. Ball back by Ethan Ampadu. And into the book goes the Leeds United captain. Time for some more changes. Bashir Humphreys, who's one of those who has been booked for Burnley, replaced by Zeki Amdouni. Always good to see a player who's had a wretched time out with injury return to action, and that's exactly the case for the Burnley number 25. And Zian Fleming, unable to go into double figures. He remains on 9 Premier League goals, and Broja still just the one. Hannibal goes route one. Stroud just checking how close Chowner was. And he got a little too close and brought down the Leeds defender.
Stroud using all his experience there. You say Hannibal just did go route one. It was almost like a big Hail Mary over the back line of Leeds United.
Perez. And Purdue finding Aronson. Purdue has given it to Florentino. And Amdouni. Hoping he still has an outside chance of playing enough football to see himself join up with Switzerland and their World Cup squad. He was certainly irregular before his injury.
Well, it's turned into a back four for Burnley. The steps come on this left-hand side. Ekdal, and what it's allowed, they've got the extra player in midfield, and Amdouni coming in to support Breuer, who's playing as the central figure in place of Fleming.
Burnley certainly showing some more ambition as they come forward with Anthony Perez.
It's incredible, Bill. You go 3-0 down away, and then all of a sudden, Burnley make a few substitutions. They've got a new lease of life.
Ekdal thought about it, thought better of it, finds Walker. Done okay at times this season, chasing what looked like lost causes. There was that extraordinary game against Brentford where they were 3-0 down and nearly salvaged a point. Ashley Barnes denied a late VAR call on a handball decision that went against him, and then there was their last win of February when they were 2-0 down at Crystal Palace and came back to win 3-2. There's certainly been a change of momentum here, but there's an awful lot of work to do. There's an awful lot of attacking talent out there for Leeds, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin couldn't get his angles quite right to feed Lucas Mecha.
But you know what it is? That's a huge moment. He knows it. Mecha couldn't believe Dominic didn't see him just before that.
Little too tigerish from Longstaff, who got the ball. But Thomas Bramwell felt he got too much of the man.
Well, Hannibal just takes a touch, he fights it. I feel for Longstaff because that touch there, you clearly see he gets the ball. That's why he's frustrated.
Florentino. Esteve. Now Lucas Perez. Hannibal.
See there, just the back line of 5 for Leeds United, the midfield 4. Just trying to make sure that the Burnley midfielders are not getting too much time on that ball and saying if you're going to try and break the lines again, you're looking a bit more organised. Ethan Ampadu, the captain, screaming instructions out because he's not happy with the Burnley having as much possession.
Carl Walker. Dropping in behind for Breuer. Nice idea. 3 games to go after this for Burnley. 2 of them at home against Aston Villa and on the last day against Wolves. The 2 sides already know they're going down, and in between that a Monday night trip to Arsenal. from first to second. It hasn't been a complete transformation, but there's certainly been an improvement. It needed to be.
Yeah, it certainly did. Like I say, it was until Burnley went 3-0 down. They had a moment just after half-time, 3-0 down, and then ever since then there's been a huge momentum shift.
Well, just one home game to come for this after Leeds United, and that'll be against Brighton. It'll be something of a celebration if events go their way, because between now and then they will have gone to Spurs. Whatever happens in the rest of the weekend, if they get something there, they will be assured, whatever happens mathematically, of Premier League football next season. Given the form that Tottenham Hotspur have been on, it's fanciful to think that they could win 3 of their last 4 games, given that they've only won 1 since the end of December, and that was against already relegated Wolves, but you never know. That's why we can't go all in on the celebrations Leeds United, but I don't think that's going to stop too many in the city centre tonight, Michael.
No, certainly not. Like you said, went up a notch of 3-0. Jackson there, he's just probably wondering how it's taken 70 minutes at 3-0 down to see something from his players. But the damage was done because Leeds have just been absolutely ruthless in front of goal.
By Longstaff, Strout was there. Doing his best to prevent another Leeds corner, and it's not quite good enough. As the clock ticks on, so Leeds will take their time. They've earned the right. Well, the footnote to this one is that this would be Leeds' first win against Burnley for 4 years since Marcelo Bielsa was in charge here. 3-1 win in the Premier League, and James got the final goal. Longstaff, Rodon's header, gathered in by Dubravka.
Well, Stack wasn't on the field this time, it's Longstaff. Look at the in-swinger there, and Joe Rodon was the man that managed to get the aerial first touch towards Dubravka. I think as a goalkeeper, if you're saving all them, you'd be quite happy.
Justin. Estev. Walker. And by Florentino. Intercepted by Longstaff. Great player to bring on in these circumstances, isn't he? Snapping and snarling around that midfield.
Yeah, just like I was saying about that midfield, when Stack came off in Tanaka, just seemed to run out with a little bit of legs. What you get with Longstaff, he's looking to try and intercept their passes that are breaking lines.
Dooney gets the break. Royer, likewise. Anthony. Hector. Chowner. Number 23, Lucas Pires, and this will be Premier League defeat, number 23 of the season for Burnley. Chowner. Mitchell thought he was going to be able to bring it out, but Burnley had other ideas. Calvert-Lewin. Physicality. Hannibal slides in. It's going to be a free kick and a yellow card for Hannibal. I'll enjoy that one. Here at Elland Road.
Good defending, but
since he came on.
Hannibal knew instantly. See there, just catching Aronson reacting. You see there the contact, and
That was
Hannibal
a nasty
apologised.
tackle.
Calvert-Lewin, an excellent second half.
2 minutes to go.
What about that for a touch? The touch of a man coursing with confidence.
Absolutely. It always helps when you've got no defender around you to bring them down, but you're still going to have the ability to do that.
And Purdue. So doing his best to get there ahead of a step. Here's Hannibal. I think, Michael, you were here as well as Rodon goes down. The defeat back in the autumn against Aston Villa. Daniel Farke was getting all sorts of grief from the support. It looked like his days were numbered here. Certainly that was the rumour. The next game was against Manchester City. And then that one came. Then came the change at half-time. 4 defeats in 22 Premier League games since then. And this will be the 7th win in that time.
I think the second half was a huge momentum shift in Leeds United's season against Manchester City. When Daniel Farke changed to a back five with wing backs, it seemed the system seemed to suit the players, and ever since then it's worked for the team. They've looked so versatile, they've played with a belief and an understanding, and I just think it's refreshing for the Premier League to see what Sunderland have done as a newly promoted team, and Leeds United, just to change the trend of what has been happening in recent years.
Anton Stack sitting on the bench, and he was the one who has perhaps made the biggest impact this evening, the player of the match.
Well, there was no doubt. We mentioned his touch map. It just shows he came back in for Aronson, and it was a correct decision from the manager. The touch map suggests that he was absolutely everywhere, but the one that mattered was the one that found the back of the net that we've just seen, and it set Leeds United on their way. But a marvellous performance from the German.
It's been the best part of a month since Joe Rodon has started a match. He's feeling the effects here. The good news is it doesn't appear to be an ankle issue, which is what had kept him on the sidelines. I think it's just a case of cramp. So he'll wait his time, his 30 seconds, then he'll be reintroduced. In the 8 minutes of added time, largely because of that injury to Martin Dubravka after the Leeds third goal.
8 minutes of added time. Damn. 8 minutes. Let's see
Maybe a
what will
chance for a
happen.
run out for Dan James as well, by the look of things.
Make sure to vote in the live chat. Vote. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Hannibal. Chauner trying his luck down the left now. Pires in support. Hannibal. Chauner. The cutback from Anthony. Brought in by Darlow.
fair play for Anthony, because if Chowner puts this in, everybody else seems to stop, but not Anthony, and he thought, I'll get this back into an area. If it hadn't been for Dollar going down, Royer would have been on the end of that.
Well, Daniel Farker still has 2 changes available to him. He's going to make both of them now. 2 speedy wide midfielders in Wilfred Gnonto and Dan James. Jayden Bogle. Another fine evening for him in the Leeds United white. Likewise, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the 2 that combined so effectively in the build-up to Okafor's second goal for Leeds. Mecha. A little bit of Dubravka there. Maybe an avoidance tactic from the goalkeeper that made it look a little worse than it actually was. Just to go back to Michael, the importance of that switch in the autumn against Manchester City. Burnley never found that moment.
No, they didn't. And it was against, Daniel Farker. We knew what system he's going to play, when the substitutions were going to come on for Leeds United. He's evolved as a coach, and he's...
Here's Lucas Pires. This will come through to Carl Walker. Knocked away by Longstaff, but Anthony has it for Burnley. Walker again. Nervous clearance straight to Hannibal. Knocked away by Beale. Burnley having a go. Still 3 minutes of added time to play. Leeds will be very relieved they still have a 2-goal cushion. Otherwise it would be insufferably nervy.
That stopped long there because Burnley were on the attack, but was saying he's evolved as a coach, but what he did get, he got the buy-in from the players. And that is paramount, because they've gone out and executed the game plan from that moment onwards, Bill.
Anthony's not going to give it up. If others had shared his ambition, it might have been interesting, might have been damaging for Leeds. Walker fizzed in. Anthony over.
Burnley, they want another
Do you
goal
remember the
here.
first half? I was questioning why Burnley weren't getting balls into the boxes, and it's moments like this, because what it does, it causes confusion, or you get players on the end of things. And Anthony, I think he's been really, really lively the last few moments for Burnley. He hasn't given up lost causes, and he almost got his just reward there. Once again now, a few minutes remaining, just here, the Leeds United fans. You can see them there. They know what is coming.
They are ready to raise the roof. To toast a fantastic achievement by Leeds United, who've shown wonderful reactions in the short term to the disappointment of Wembley, to put in a performance like this and get a result like this in the longer term. And things have threatened to be just getting difficult for them. The situation has seen them slide towards the drop zone, and they put together a run of results, a run of performances like the one that they did at Old Trafford to far them away from danger. Amdouni. Chowner. Justin. So nearly there now. And he'll be brimming with pride. May even permit himself a little celebration tonight. But a job very well done. Look at the watch from Thomas Bramall. A touch from Lucas Pires. Longstaff.
Any second from now, the game is going to end.
Cherry on the cake here with James.
It's
On to
over.
43 points, Leeds United march.
Yes.
No side in Premier League history has ever gone down with that many. They're a Premier League side next season in all but mathematical improbability. 9 points clear of trouble. Tottenham Hotspur, who they face next, must win 12 points that remain to them to get close to Leeds United. They're in a fabulous position, and the celebrations around Elland Road start. They did exactly what was required today to put disappointment behind them from FA Cup semi-final. An early goal and a couple of quick-fire goals early in the second half. Despite a Burnley fight back late on, Leeds held on for a priceless win. Leeds 3, Burnley 1. Daniel Farker. A smile across his face, and Anton Stack, a return that really made its mark, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Farker, like I said, he's evolved this season. He's had a big job, and he was given the reins. Like I say, as the season has gone on, he's seen his players grow and be adaptable to the situation. They've shared the goals around, they've shared the workload around, the team ethics, and the owners there absolutely buzzing at what they've just witnessed today at Elland Road to secure their points, because the questions are going to be asked, Bill. Could Leeds bounce back? Were they going to let the semi-final defeat at Wembley against Chelsea derail the rest of their season? Well, that man wouldn't have allowed it to happen. The Elland Road faithful wouldn't have allowed it to happen at home. And the players, they've gone out and they've enjoyed it. And I thought all round to a man, in that first half especially, this laid the gauntlet down.
Their 10th Premier League win of the season. Started off by Stack, embossed by Okafor, and completed by Calvert-Lewin on 56 minutes. The win that ensures Premier League status for season 2026-2027, barring the most improbable of improbabilities in the remaining games of the season. Final score, Leeds United 3, Burnley 1.
Oh, that's our job well done for Leeds United, man. That's a job well done for Leeds, man. It's now they are like 95%. They have survived the relegation, man. Big up for Leeds United, man. Today they've shown they really want to stay in the EPL. The first goal was scored by Stark. The second goal was scored by Okafor, and the last one was scored by Calvert Lewin. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. They could have scored more. You miss some, you get some. That's the rule of the game, man. But at least they've done the job the way it should be. Big up to every Leeds United fan, whoever is watching right now. I know you're happy. Your team is gonna be, a survived relegation. But there's still a lot, you know. Leeds needs to, continue winning in their remaining matches. If they don't, it will be hard for them because who knows? Maybe Tottenham might come back and win their remaining matches, and that is something Leeds United should be keen. Yeah, that's all, man. That's all. It has been a beautiful match. I hope you have enjoyed, man. Whoever is watching right now, I hope you've enjoyed the match. I don't know how is Girona. Did Girona come back and win that match? Because the update that we got in the 70th minute of that game, Mallorca was leading 1-0. I don't know. Maybe an update from my boy A to the B. Avatar, man. Please. Wherever you are, come back. Give us the update. I can see today, chat, you've done something good, man. I can see votes are in. Big up to everyone who is in the chat, man. Who came in the chat today. Big up. If you are watching and you want to join the chat, man, it's for anyone. Whoever is watching, you can join the chat. You can be a member also. Just subscribe and join. Be a member for only $0.69. Just 69 cents. You get to be a member. You get to enjoy a lot of membership perks in this channel. Yes. Also, I must, appreciate people who like the stream. Big up, big up, big up. You always make me smile, man. Thank you so much. And whoever is watching, man, it doesn't mean that you must like or vote or so long as you are in the team, you subscribe, you are enjoying the live streams, man, that's a big support, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm doing this for you, man. I'm doing this for you, for the community, for the gang. All right, gang. Yeah. So today there was only one game, one EPL match. Leeds United versus Burnley. Tomorrow there are a couple of matches. Yeah, Arsenal is also my favorite team is playing tomorrow. Arsenal is in my DNA. So my favorite team is playing tomorrow, and I'll be doing a watch along for that match. So I'm calling upon everyone, whoever is watching right now. If you are new, man, don't mind. You are most welcome. I'm calling upon whoever is watching right now or who is gonna watch this later to join the next live stream, man. I do this every single day. You don't wanna miss. All right. So tomorrow there is gonna be a big watch along party in this channel. It will be Arsenal versus Fulham. Sorry, Arsenal versus Fulham. It's gonna be happening at 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time or 5:30. 5:30? Not 5:30. 4:30. 4:30 UK time. I don't know. You can check your time zone so you don't miss out. All right, check your time zone because I will not be happy if you get to miss that watch along party, man. Watch along live stream, man. All right, so make sure you get to join me. We get to enjoy till the end. All right, I wanna throw a big shout out to Maria Caruana Trapani. You know, he came early in the chat, man, from Malta. Big up wherever you are, big up. Also, I want to big up Dennis Kimeu. Big up for joining in the chat. Big up to my boy also, to the Bay, for joining the chat and also giving us update, man. Big up, man. Thank you for the support, my boy. Yeah, let me end the poll and get to read you the results. Oh, my boy is back. Saying Girona have lost. Oh, I know. I saw your chat in the chat saying Girona to win also. I know you are disappointed, man. Sorry, boy. Sorry, boy. Before the game started, you were in a big mood. I hope you're gonna continue with the big mood, my boy. Yeah, don't let Girona, the loss they've got to destroy your mood. I hope you're happy, man, because Leeds has won. They've survived, they've survived relegation. We good. No, you are not good. Those emojis, those disappointed emojis, man, I can see. But it is what it is, man. But they have wasted chances like crazy. Oh, yeah. When it's not your day, things will always go wrong. That's how things go, man. If the day is not your day, man, things will always go wrong. You'll get crossbars, you'll be hitting crossbars, off targets, big saves from your opponents. Like that's how things run, man. Yeah. I just ended the poll. The question for the poll was, will Leeds destroy Burnley FC, man, tonight? And the yes is at out of 18 votes. Yeah, today, today I must appreciate you guys have voted, man. Thank you, Cha, for that. Yes at 83%, no at 17%. Yeah, I can see Leeds fans who are in the building. Big up, man. Big up. I salute you guys for locking in till the end, for voting, enjoying this live stream. Coming to this chat, man, is crazy. Big up to everyone who voted. Yeah. So, like I said, let's meet again tomorrow. Not even tomorrow, because here in Kenya we are already in Saturday. It's Saturday already. That's how crazy it is. In Kenya we are in Saturday already. So let's meet again today, because maybe a few minutes, maybe 20 minutes before the game Arsenal versus Fulham starts, I'll be doing the match preview analysis before the game starts. Then we're all when the game starts. You don't wanna miss. You don't wanna miss. You don't wanna miss, my dogs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you don't wanna miss that. So let's meet again. Let's meet again today. Have I forgotten anything? I hope not. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, man, that's something I must remind you in every video that I'm doing, every watch along. Yeah, subscribe, be a member also, get to support the channel, because we're doing this, man, as a community, and I'm doing this for you. Let's enjoy forever, man, forever. So I hope tomorrow you're gonna be, you're gonna gang together, camp here, and let's support Arsenal, man. Let's support Arsenal, please. And if you are a hater, man, you're most welcome also. Welcome to the chat, and be disappointed. As Arsenal fans, we get to enjoy. because Arsenal, we must win tomorrow, man. That's all. Anyway, today is, for now, it's time for Leeds United to celebrate their wins. Let me not talk about Arsenal because, you know, I'm destroying their mood, man. So big up to any Leeds fan, whoever is watching right now. Big up, or whoever wanted Leeds to win. Leeds, they've survived, man. They've survived relegation. But Burnley, they are going. They are going, man. They are going. They are going. Yeah. Can I call it over for now? Yeah. Let me say that's all, man. Let me stop sharing this. Let me stop sharing my screen. This is your boy, Pankey IBFLB, man. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy for you. For you, whoever is watching right now. Yeah, and everyone who supported, man. Big up. My boy, A to the B, man. Get to meet. We're gonna talk, when I get to end this live stream. My G. For now, let me leave you. Rest. Enjoy. If you are a Leeds hater, man, you are disappointed. Yeah, we get to meet again today sometime, man. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because I'll be coming up with live stream every single day. If you are watching and you don't know, I do this every single day, so you don't want to miss any experience in this channel. So subscribe, join, be a member for only 69 cents, $0.69. You get to enjoy a lot of membership packs in this channel. All right, that's all. I appreciate your support, man. Big up. Yeah, and as I always say, man, whoever is watching, I wish you the best of luck in everything you're doing out there. Be consistent, believe in yourself, believe in the cause, wherever you are doing. Yeah, be consistent. It's gonna happen. Trust me. I believe that because the creator is the greatest. God is the greatest. All right, that's all. I'm out in peace. Thank you. Gonna meet again today, man. It has been 2 hours and 17 minutes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so happy, man. I hope this happiness is gonna be, it's gonna flow tomorrow and other days, because I don't want Arsenal to disappoint me tomorrow. I hope so. So, yeah. But from the look of things, Arsenal are gonna be winning tomorrow and win the rest of our matches. I'll be so happy seeing Arsenal win EPL and the UEFA. I'll be the happiest man on earth. Anyway, big up Doug. Big up Doug, my boy. A to the B, man. Big up. I've seen your chat, man. Thank you. Whoever is watching right now, man. May God bless you. See you again. I'm out. Peace and loving, man. Thank you for the support.